Today I'm going to talk to you about a thesis. The title of this thesis is The User Interface and User Experience of Web Design. The authors of this thesis are Zacharias Madsen and Aleh Tolstoy. They are from Faculty of Computing, Blekinge Institute of Technology from Sweden. But before I begin the presentation, I thought it would be helpful to share the roadmap with you. So the first section is we are going to talk about the abstract of this thesis. And then I will talk about the background about why this thesis made. And the next one is about the methodology that used in this thesis. And after that, I will also elaborate about the research question, the connection between empirical methods and research questions. And then I will talk about the UI UX effect and how does UI UX affect on a website to users. And then the last one is the conclusions. Abstract. So what is the abstract of this thesis? Design principles are an important aspect in web designing. They build up a trust towards the visitors and make the website look and feel professional. With this thesis, the goal is to show the importance of design principles and how big impact they have on a website. We researched this by having a survey where we recruit participants from school and experienced web developers or web designers. We prove with this thesis that design principles have a big impact on visitors' stay on a website. Background and why this thesis made. Nowadays, design is crucial in everything around us, from simple pens to complex laptops, and especially in web pages. With over 54% of the global population, websites have become a significant part of our daily life, whether it's email, Facebook, company sites, or YouTube. We rely on websites for various activities like chatting, shopping, working, and entertainment. It is important to emphasize that keeping a high standard of design is essential for a smooth online experience, given the Internet's central role in various tasks. Methodology. So what is the methodology that used in this thesis? The survey method used in this study is an explanatory survey, where we would like to draw conclusion of the population that participates in the survey and make claims from the results. Online questionnaires are used as a data collection method. We use convenience sampling and invite students and teachers to be the participants. The students is a mixed difference experience in using web. On the other hand, the teachers and web developers are experienced web users where they have 5 years of experience. Research question. So what is the research question in this thesis? Connection between empirical methods and research questions. With our empirical method, we will gather a lot of data about what people think of design on 2 web pages that we have chosen. That will give us various opinions about those sites. We will also see if people would trust those pages or want to buy something from it. What kind of impression they get from being there. This will help us to answer our most important questions about the role of design principles in business and in user experience. Okay, so now I will explain to you about the design principle of a website. So the first one is simplicity. Simplicity is hard to achieve because it is bound with many other principles, but it is absolutely not impossible. Web pages that has achieved simplicity is a web page with 1. Simple interface. 2. Most important function showing first. 3. An obvious visual hierarchy. 4. Making most used action simpler. 5. Making more uncommon actions harder. 6. Being consistent. And the last one is having all unnecessary elements removed from the screen. And the next design principle that we are going to talk about is aesthetically pleasing. Websites should provide a visual appeal by following these graphic design principles. 1. Provide contrast between screen and elements. 2. Align the elements. 3. Provide the 3D representation. And the last one is use colors and graphics effectively. And the next topic of design principle that we are going to talk about is obviousness. This is one of the most crucial and important part when it comes to design principle. Another principle that is tightly connected to simplicity and clarity. User, while browsing the web page, should know the following. 1. They should know what to look at. 2. They should know what to do with it. 3. They should know what it is. 4. They should know when to do it. 5. They should know where to do it. 6. Why to do it. And the last one is they should know how to do it. And the last design principles that we are going to talk about is efficiency. To achieve efficiency on a web page, developers have to come up with a layout that greatly minimizes users' eye and hand movements, as well as other control actions. Some elements that affect efficiency is 1. Transitions between system control. 2. The navigation path should be short and easy to remember. And the last one is eye movement through a screen should be sequential and obvious. The next session that we are going to talk about is UI UX effect. And how does user interface affect the user experience on a website? If we compare website A to website B, we have a clear comparison of a well-structured user interface and poorly structured user interface. If we focus on website A, the majority of our participants had a positive feedback of the website. They thought it was visually appealing, professional, clear purpose, and that they trust the website. Our experienced participants had the same opinion as other participants. With this in mind, we can conclude that having user interface that have design principle have a big impact on the user stay, mainly because they feel like the website is trustworthy and will stay on it and eventually purchase something from it. And the last section of this presentation is conclusion. This research studies the importance of design principle in websites. It provides valuable knowledge and understanding of the principles and how to implement them in the best way. From this research, the major research questions that were asked and answered was: are design principles important from a business perspective? Design principles have a big impact on the business perspective, mainly because they in general build up trust towards the visitor and make them stay. However, if design principles are not taken into consideration, the outcome would be negative. Visitors will feel like the website is unprofessional and will not have trust the website. The users would decide to leave for competitors that have a better user interface, and it will affect the business of a company. But that doesn't mean that users think about design principle while browsing a website, but they do impact how users feel and think on those web pages, which lead us to our next research question. What are the factors that influence design principles? This research shows that there are many factors that influence design principles which, if implemented, will help web developers to build up a professional website and leave users with positive thoughts. Since customers subconsciously want to have a flawless experience on a website, they will have no reason to leave and search for other ones if the website does provide flawless experience. To achieve which, web developers need to think about those key principles that we gone through in this thesis. That's all from me. I hope you can learn something from this video and find this video useful. Thank you and see you in the next video.